It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Seahawks and the Colts coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Indianapolis Colts. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin, so happy to be with you to kick off this much-anticipated 2021 season. With me in the booth as we begin our sixth season together is, of course, Charles Davis. And, CD, so much to watch for coming up. What are you keeping an eye on?
Well, Brandon, I'm ecstatic to be back with you, of course, and we've got a good one right here out of the gates. I'm interested in seeing some of the changes in 2021. Running backs and wideouts, even linebackers wearing single-digit numbers. But even more than that, I want to see the changes defenses have made, because last year we averaged 49.6 points per game. That's the highest ever by 3 full points. Can these defenses make an adjustment and start to catch up?
Yeah, passer rating, CD, an all-time high. Completion percentage also an all-time high. So as you said, will those numbers continue to climb northward, or will the defenses adjust? Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led by a 3-time Pro Bowler in his 5th season. It's Deshaun Watson.
Might have won back-to-back Heisman trophies if the ballot had come after the national championship games that he and Clemson played against Alabama. But when you watch him on the field, you realize why coordinators and head coaches want to bend their offense to his talents, because when he's got the ball in his hands, he can be magical at times.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Uses the stiff arm. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Watson now to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running out of the gun with ETN. A beautiful fake. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. He's going to go out of bounds goes, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Let's go, baby.
Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Here's Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown! Mohamed Sanu. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback, former 6th overall selection from Duke. It's Daniel Jones.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants, but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. On the handoff, Henderson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Throwing, Jones. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Yikes. Terrible kick. Headed straight for the sideline.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Watson. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A handoff running left is Dobbins. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now it's Watson. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And now look at this. Big gain, the fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. First down and much more here for Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a handoff, Henderson. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. 2nd and 16. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete left side to Bateman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Running left is Henderson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
And try to atone for it here on this drive. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Back to throw, Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw is Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the 39, Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Here's Watson. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked, and there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
They'll run with Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Seahawks on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now Watson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Boyd there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And they'll begin by running the option. Stiff-armed him. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Off play action. Jones. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And this will be caught by Brown. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a 1st down. From the gun, here's Watson. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. They'll try the draw here with Dobbins. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13, Watson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. There's a nice move. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Dobbins once more. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yeah.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove. They're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 21-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Come on now. Let's do this.
Robbie Anderson making his way back onto the field. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the 2nd quarter. They're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion. Anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. 2nd down, it's Henderson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Brian Burns. He's the culprit. Causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do come up with their first points of the game, but Charles, the question is going to shift to their defense.
Yeah, the way things have gone, 3 points could become insignificant fast if this grows to 28-3 or 35-3. They need this defense to come up with a stop, and they need to do it now.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, Not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Off the option, here's Etienne. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a carry for Dobbins. He will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
We play to win. Let's go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Watson off play action. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a 2nd down and 6. Operating from the gun. Watson. Ertz over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Watson. And that is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second down and goal. Watson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Bailey now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the 1st. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half. And you can see they've started the season with a focus on the running game. And it served them well in the opener so far. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they did not have the same kind of success on the ground. They struggled to get the run game going to this point, as you see there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Well, the Colts ready to go to work to start the 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect 2nd half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Yeah, baby.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Deshaun Watson making his way back out. The focus of our players' spotlight. And a trio of touchdown passes so far. They've got the lead as well. All is good in their football world at this point.
And it's so much fun for our colleagues, right? Think about our producer, our director, everyone putting together these shots. Wouldn't you love to be in the truck right now and hear him calling for it? Give me that one, give me that one, give me that one. And we just saw 3 beautiful touchdown passes.
Now he's looking for 4. It's a 1st down and more for Dobbins. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And that's his 2nd touchdown run of this game, and this one, add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
Bailey got the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Jones. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a
Pete Carroll none too pleased with that last call. He's going to throw out the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So Pete Carroll, always a guy to trust his instincts, and his instincts were right on that one. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Now we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, check it back out.
Off the play fake, Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. A solid first half for him, and so far a good start to the second half.
And I'm going to try not to go overboard with praise here, but I can't help it. He is playing so well. Really accurate with the ball, finding guys open downfield, and finding the end zone 3 times. That'll help offset the 1 interception.
Absolutely. Just that 1 pick with the 3 touchdowns so far. A good pick up there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Yannick Ngakoue. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now Jones. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Complete. It's Henry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Let's go one more. Fuse left. So don't say nothing. 552. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A give, it's Etienne off the option.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, Dobbins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He completes it to Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the red zone now, Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Neville Hewitt charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. On second down, a run with Dobbins. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Hey, check back.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I go.
Throwing Jones. And he rifles one incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Again, he'll drop to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Brian Burns able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. But no reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th. Here's Jones on 1st down. This ball complete to Rager. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. On the handoff, Henderson. He will push his way down to about the 14. Micah Parsons, the rookie, in on the stop. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Colts on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Robbie Anderson there to make the grab. And the Colts are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And he bangs it home. It makes it now 35-13 our score. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll go again with Dobbins.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
155 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here, as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games We just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. And Kevin Pierre-Louis there to bring him down. Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Seattle. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To throw again on second down. Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. 20. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point try by Bailey. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Brian Burns. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
I got you.
Looking to throw. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. To throw is Watson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Bailey's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Jones. That is caught, Bateman. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back to throw, Jones. And that's complete to Davis. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.